Touchdown!
Are we back?
And we're back again with Mega Man Diaries.
Oh, hey, I didn't see you there. Oh, come on in.
Come on in, get yourself warm.
Thanks.
With us this time, of course, is, well, not of course, but...
Of course, always, every time.
he's always with me in my heart, anyway. So,
It's roomy
old
in there.
Old roommate and old friend, Sam Raymer.
Hi.
He might have some input every now and then.
They forgot to lock the door.
He wanders in sometimes. He gets a little confused these days, but he's harmless.
He's harmless, yeah. Mostly harmless. So continue with the clockwise fashion with Mega Man looking around. We're gonna go and hit up Shadow Man.
Shadow Man!
Which isn't actually Shadow Man, it's just a stage full of question mark robots.
The Shadow Man. What am I thinking of?
Oh shit, it's this level.
Yeah!
Oh, goody.
Oh, and it's twice as fun the second time around.
Oh man, okay, so these spikes, specifically that one right above me, and I'm going to use this for illustrative purposes, has a bounding box that is way too big for its britches.
Yep.
Even though I'm technically not underneath the spike anymore, it will still kill me.
That got me so many times the first time through.
So you gotta be very careful with this jump here.
That seems cool and good.
Cool and good, Mega Man developers. Cool and good.
And the thing is that we had noted before that this game was kind of on a rush development, no pun intended. And, okay, so we do get these refilled between levels.
And I did leave you with 2 lives, so hopefully this will be okay.
So, like, they didn't have time to fine-tune a lot of the things that they would have normally done in a Mega Man game. So there's a lot of things that just didn't get the tweak that they should have gotten. And there's
line on the select screen.
There's
okay, so I think...
Spark.
Spark? Okay. I think you can hit those guys with hard knuckle.
Good thing.
Oh, yeah, you're right. I forgot. You could freeze them.
Oh, and I can't pause it when it's frozen.
Yeah.
Well, this is gonna hurt.
It's okay, slide. Just slide.
You're telling me to slide?
Slide, as they say in Mega Man 8. Oh.
I slid.
Yep.
I did the thing.
Yeah.
Please give me.
Arriving stylishly underfoot.
That's okay, because the game is going to give you about 8 1-ups before you get to the end. If you're anything like me.
It's a good thing that this game likes me the same way it likes you. Which is to say, not at all.
Oh yeah, this part's annoying.
Okay, so you got it going dark.
You have the platforms dropping on you.
And you got Grenademan.
Grenademan!
This is the one thing I did practice.
Okay.
I got fairly decent at this. I practiced on my 3DS, where I also have the Mega Man Legacy Collection. And I got fairly decent, and let's see if that carries over. It's been like a week since I've played this.
You got it. Yeah, you have to lead in with it. With Mega Man, it's like you have to press the button slightly before you actually want to jump. It could be hard.
So I'm going to use up all these lives that Adam kindly gave me.
Well, that's okay, I mean...
In order to get through my platform vendetta.
It's just the normal amount of lives if you were to start fresh anyway. So.
Just going to wait for him to start walking away, and then do it.
What is the purpose of those robots?
To walk.
Why do you need walking robots, Dr. Wowie? Why
I did it.
Those?
I did the thing.
I saw it.
I don't think you're as excited about that as I did a thing. Where's my trophy?
Well, I have one for you right here. It says World's #1 Dad.
Aww.
They were all out of the greatest Mega Man player, so...
That's alright, those are a hot commodity. I mean, do you know how many people claim to be the world's greatest Mega Man?
Only one is, and that's Mega Man himself.
Well, even then, it's dubious. I would say Protoman makes much better Mega Man.
I suppose. Oh!
I hit the damn button.
I know. There's all sorts of things to consider. Like there might be some amount of input lag with this setup as well because we're using a wireless controller. And I don't know if there's any inherent in the Legacy Collection.
Well, there's always going to be a little bit of input lag considering this is... the Legacy Collection is essentially an NES emulator packaged on top of some ROMs. So there's always going to be a little bit of input lag when you're emulating.
Yeah.
But like if you got a good emulator, it should only be by like a frame.
Right. And is there any lag associated with the recording software that we're using?
Not for our purposes because we're watching this. We're not watching it on the emulator software. We're watching the actual feed from.
Right.
And the hardware we're using to record is sending the video footage as a pass-through, so there shouldn't be any sort of lag there. This is all technical jargon that I understand but can't really explain very well.
Especially while you're trying to beat Mega Man level?
Yeah.
Okay, this time. This is the time.
Breathe with me.
Exhale.
I did so much better that time.
You did. You're getting better at it for sure.
Okay.
All right, you got it.
I'm going to try it again.
Yep, do it.
This is the one thing I practiced. The least I can do is get past that spot.
So while you're playing this, I will regale our viewers with a tale of a book I had when I was younger. It was called Mega Man 2, just like the game. And
make sure you speak up so people can properly hear this.
Yeah, I may have actually talked about this on the
you did, but I love this.
Oh, okay. Well, then you're hearing it for the second time.
It's alright. It's been a hot minute since people have gotten to hear it.
In this age of movie novelizations, it may not seem like a big thing, but back then, I thought it was so cool that I had a novel of Mega Man. And it was as faithful as you can possibly be in a novel of Mega Man, where it described every jump, every Mega Blaster blast, and how he defeated the evil Metal Man. It was literally just a written description of somebody playing the game, but written as if it was a story.
I'd like to imagine the person writing that novella was literally standing behind a kid playing the game.
Right. Maybe he wrote it just for his son or something and ended up getting it published.
He expected it to be like an illustrated children's book.
Yeah. But nope, it's just a very dry retelling. You can rewind if you want. Retelling of... it's testing your patience.
Absolutely, 100%. But yeah,
that was one of my treasured possessions.
Can you give us an example of some of the wonderful onomatopoeia that was used?
I'm sure that there was a few blams in there. What would be a good one for the Mega Buster? Other than pew pew, because I feel like that's too easy. I don't know what sound that makes. Honestly, it's a sound that can only be made by the Nintendo chipset.
Clearly, when you shoot, it goes lemon, 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 lemon.
There you go. So I never got the lemon thing, because they're not yellow. They're like beige.
Now, here is an interesting thing to point out, is that throughout the generations of original NES hardware, there were slight variations in the way that color palettes were displayed. Although... Because at the end of the day, all the color information is just a bunch of numbers, so even though you and I look at it, it's like, well, it's blue. Like, the chip is just like, oh, this is this certain hex code that means blue. And what does that correlate to the palette that's built in my system?
Yeah.
So there were, throughout the generations of NES, there were...
You can make it up to that platform.
There were certain things that might look beige to us, but then, like, on another system will look more yellow.
Yeah.
Now, is that the reason people call them lemons? No, because they're just vaguely beige.
Right, and they're kind of oval shaped,
yeah.
as a lemon would be.
And honestly, the first time I ever heard them referred to as lemons was Sequelitis by Aaron Hansen, Ego Raptor.
And that's where a lot of things started. The whole Mega Man!
Oh yeah, but that's just delightful. Nothing better than having someone scream that in your ear, right?
Right! Over and over again. Every few seconds. Yeah. That was really great, though. Did he ever do any more of those?
Nope. Partially because he started doing Game Grumps, and that became a full-time thing, and makes him, honestly, plenty of money, and he just doesn't have the time to do that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
As far as I know, it's not like I know the dude.
Okay, so I just found this book online. It was in a series called Worlds of Power by Godin Publishing.
Yeah, they also did like books on like Castlevania and stuff too.
Yeah, it looks like they did a Blaster Master, a Castlevania one. What do we got here? Bionic Commando, Ninja Gaiden, Metal Gear. And I'm sure they were all written like that too. Just like, this is what happens when you play the game.
Do they have ebooks available?
That's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for just like an excerpt, because this was like, this was prime stuff.
You go onto those Wares sites and find the pirated EPUBs.
Yep, I'm sure it's making its rounds even still.
Well, if I can find a copy of that online, I will. This is where I'm going to cut in right now and start narrating some of it for the audience.
Alright.
Or maybe I'll task Adam with doing it.
Yeah, I'm looking, but I can't find it, so maybe we will later.
Worlds of Power presents Mega Man 2, a novel based on the best-selling game by Capcom. Written by Ellen Miles. Chapter 3. Crash! Boom! Bang, 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 bang! The noise was so loud that Mega Man could barely hear himself think. He looked around. So this was Metal Man's world. Everywhere he looked, Mega Man saw machinery working. And all the machinery was loud. Pistons pumped, coils uncoiled, and springs unsprung. Cogs turned and wheels revolved. And then there were the gears. Hundreds of them. No, thousands. As far as Mega Man could see. Giant gears with teeth the size of refrigerators. The gears gnashed their teeth together, grinding with a noise louder than the loudest chainsaw. Mega Man winced. His ears hurt terribly, which was a new feeling for him. He wanted to put his hands over them to protect them from the noise, but he knew he had to be ready to defend himself. And how could he fire his mega gun with his hands over his ears? Mega Man shook his head and tried to ignore the noise. He must move on. He must seek out and destroy Metal Man. That was his mission. That was why he was here. He started to walk, balancing along the top of a huge machine that pumped out steel parts. Crash! Crash! Mega Man wasn't doing very well at tuning out the noise. Then he looked up and saw something that made him forget the din completely. There was a huge iron weight dropping down onto him fast. It looked like it weighed at least 3 tons. And the bottom, the part that Mega Man was looking up at, was covered with giant spikes. Mega Man jumped and ran ahead as fast as he could. The weight crashed down behind him. He sighed with relief. And then he heard another crash right next to him. Another weight, and then another, and another. They were coming down all around him. This must be Dr. Wily's doing, said Mega Man as he dodged the weights. Well, he won't get me so easily. He ran even faster, turning almost invisible as he zipped between the weights. Then he spied a conveyor belt rolling along between the clamorous machines. He jumped onto it. He needed a rest. The belt carried him along, past huge machines that set off sparks as they pounded metal into new shapes. The noise was overwhelming. As soon as he felt refreshed, Mega Man jumped off the conveyor belt and started to run through the maze of machinery. The belt just wasn't fast enough. He wanted to find Metal Man. Mega Man ran fast, his head down. Suddenly, he crashed into a pile of barrels. He leapt over them and kept on running. Another pile of barrels tripped him up. Picking himself up, he realized that he'd better watch where he was going. He kept moving quickly, but he kept an eye out for more barrels. He found that he could dodge most of them, and the rest he destroyed with his mega gun. The noise was getting louder. It was thunderous. It was deafening. Then, Mega Man saw a huge tower with a big W on it. Dr. Light had told him to watch for the tower. The W stood for Wily. Mega Man knew he must be getting closer to Metal Man's secret lair in the center of his empire. Sure enough, Mega Man soon came up against a huge iron door. He just knew that Metal Man must be behind it. He pounded on it with his fists, but it wouldn't budge. He kicked it as hard as he could, but it just stayed shut. Finally, he pulled out his mega gun and took aim at the lock. He fired, and the door swung open. Mega Man entered, and the door slammed shut behind him with a huge crash. He walked a few feet, only to find himself in front of another huge door. This time, he didn't even pause. He fired away at the lock, ran in, and let the door slam behind him. He looked to his right and to his left. This must be Metal Man's lair. But where was the evil robot? He heard a noise behind him and whirled around. Eat steel! Eat steel, Mini-Man! Sneered the crafty robot. Metal Man was about as tall as Mega Man, but he was wrapped in shiny stainless steel. Every corner of his armor gleamed. Wrapped around his head was a garland of sharp steel spikes. Mega Man ducked as Metal Man fired whirling steel blades at him. The blades cut through the air with the sound of cold metal. Mega Man aimed his mega gun and fired back. The shots just grazed the awesome metal-plated body of the evil robot. Metal Man hurled more blades, but this time Mega Man jumped to avoid them and fired back while he was still hovering in the air. Pow! A hit! Metal Man staggered, then regained his balance. But before the robot could shoot more blades, Mega Man fired again, jumped over him, and fired once more. Pow! Blam! Metal Man exploded into a million gears, cogs, and flywheels. Mega Man just stood there and grinned. I always knew you were nothing but a heap of junk, Metal Man, he said with a smile. He grabbed the metal blade, Metal Man's weapon, from where it lay on the ground. Then he beeped Dr. Light. He was ready to move on to the next robot empire.
Alright, we're getting to the point now where it's like, if I can't get past this, through this trial in a timely fashion, I'm just gonna fast forward.
Sounds good.
Okay, ready?
You got it! Oh, that's further than you got before, though.
Well, the thing is, I changed my mind. I was gonna wait to drop down, then I was like, no, I can make this jump.
There was only one left, too.
And the thought there is like, no, you should never make course corrections like that.
So are we fast forwarding?
Yeah, we're gonna fast forward right now. And we're done fast forwarding.
Yes.
I totally legitimately got all the way through there without
Oh yes,
rewinding.
I saw it with my own 2 eyes. There was certainly no cheating involved.
Shut up, Sam.
Okay.
All right, let's see who we have here. And this is just the first one, right?
Yes.
Okay.
We have
Woodman. Okay, now I am pretty confident
That
it's
was
Needle.
Needle.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, I remember.
Yeah,
I remember.
the leaf shield. So stay on the other side of the environment from him, and then wait, like, beyond that 4th leaf. Because it always falls in the same spot, see? And then you can jump over the shield. Like, no matter how close he is to you, those leaves will always fall in the same spots.
Okay. Oh, man, I gotta get all the way back there now.
Yep, that's what's
Christ.
so fun about these.
Alright,
See you on the flip side, I guess.
we'll be back. Alright, we're back. Let's see if we can do this.
Woodman.
Woodman!
Descending
So you say
slow.
stay like right
Yeah,
here?
stay there and then jump. It's kind of hard to jump over the shield, but like that seems to be the best strategy. You just have to time it like perfectly. It sucks because it hurts so much.
Yes, it really does. It hurts a lot. I'm gonna die right here. You can only get hit by that thing like 3 times before you're dead.
Yeah.
From a full bar, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Alright.
See you in a bit.
We're not actually back from the fast food. Well, no.
Oh yeah, I suppose.
No, we will be back just so that we can. We're not gonna.
yeah, 5
I'm
seconds.
leaving all
dying.
of this in right now. We're gonna like literally keep fast forwarding until we beat Woodman.
Okay. God damn it. I made it almost. All the way
Let
to
yourself fall down to that second one. This remix.
Adam, your best bet is to.
No!
Rewind
I'll do it!
Mega hellscape. You gotta rewind a little bit further, man.
I got it! Don't tell me what to do.
Alright, we're back. We're back. We're back.
Totally legitimate. Did not use the rewind functionality at all there.
It was a clean win.
Yep. I have been swayed. When we started this playthrough, I was like, there's no way I'm using that. And now I am 180 degrees. Because this game is hard as balls. And it would be different maybe if I was playing it in my own time, but it's like we don't want to sit here and record for
5 hours.
Yeah. That said, I do have a friend from back home.
He's coming back to get you.
That's okay. He jumped right down the pit because he's an idiot.
Oh, shots fired. You have a friend from back home?
Yeah, who can literally play through these games like blindfolded.
Well, yeah, I mean, there's plenty of people out there who are super good. You were about to die.
I know. It's these enemies under the Mega Buster that we've been lamenting this whole whole experience. That's how I die.
Oh,
Alright.
hey, guess what? Oh, good.
0 lives.
Maybe you'll get lucky. And the game will, once again, show its love to you.
Yep. In a way that only it can.
Or maybe it feels scorned now that you have used the rewind.
I think so. I think I've broken our relationship and it can never be repaired. I just realized I've been using the joystick this whole time.
Oh, that is a mega mistake.
See, it is still giving me the ledge.
It's just allowing them to fall into, bottomless pits. Into the fire, if you will.
Into the fire and flames.
Cue Dragonforce music.
That's how their music goes,
Fire.
right?
Shaka Khan.
No! No! You stay away from me!
You stay away from me and my child! See, there it goes again.
Yep. Just taunting me. Smiling. Ugh, fuck you, guy.
That is essentially why he stands at.
The missile's just gonna hit me 8 times.
Oh.
Okay, well I have 0 lives here, and I don't really want to use the E-tank, so we only have 1 left.
Yeah. I will leave that up to your discretion.
Okay, well I know he's weak to Shadow Blades. And he's gonna rush across the screen at me like he kind of does.
Oh, good.
Or he will eventually. If I don't get killed.
There's a chance he's either going to do that for a bit or he rushes forward immediately.
Yeah,
Alright, we'll be back.
Okay, bye.
And we are back in it again. We're next to Heatman.
Heatman back at you again with the weird little...
Make sure to click the bell.
Okay. Get on close to him so you can Shadow Blade. Boom, boom, boom.
Oh, he's
invincible when he's on fire like that.
That's bullshit! God dang it! Fucking cryptozoology. Oh, I was actually doing pretty good though.
Yeah,
for being
I
so
feel
bad
like
at
you
this.
were. I don't think you're that bad. Oh, they do start you off here. That's nice, and you still have a couple of lives left. So.
All right, let's
Come on!
let's see if I can pull this off. All right.
Well, the nice thing about Shadow Blade is that it barely uses any energy.
Yeah, but you got to get up real close.
Yeah.
It might be better if I don't use it. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah. I mean, we will see.
I'm totally cheating. I don't even get.
Yeah. Oh. It's neck and neck.
You can tell that my default is to just cheat.
That's okay. You've got 1 more life, and if we don't kill him this time, then maybe cheating is the way to go.
I'm sorry, anyone who's watching this, if you thought you were watching experts. No. We are experts of nothing.
Experts of losing at Mega Man.
Like, there's no real good way to avoid those.
Yeah, I mean, there is if you, know all the best strats, because there are people who do no damage runs of this game. But, you have to know exactly where to be standing at what time.
Yeah, man, Alright, we'll be back.
I must return to my home planet.
Okay, I'm gonna put that in.
My people need me.
Alright, let's give this another shot.
Let's get him back down.
Alright, should I try this with the regular Buster?
Yeah, go ahead.
Alright. I must return to my people.
I'm back! Give me a second.
Ooh, they left him in his T-pose.
I know. So unprofessional.
That was a super good 3D modeling joke for people. Okay, so this is not as good because
Yeah.
I'm immediately going to abort this because it does 1 damage and then he flies at me.
My people. My people leave.
Oh.
Okay.
I'm stuck in the ghost form.
Here we go. That, no matter what, you're going to get hit by that at the beginning. Maybe if I did like a super... I'm cheating. I don't give a fuck. Fuck you, man!
Just follow me.
It's a lesser used Mega Man boss. Fuck you, man.
He's just mean.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Did I hurt
I
your
was
fruit?
talking to a bastard, man.
The funny thing is, everyone else in the world calls him Terry.
I'm sorry, I bumped the table there.
You're thinking of a Cupcake Man. We did it!
Yay! We did it!
Mega Man calls him "fuck you."
Okay, we're gonna take a break here, folks. We'll catch you next time.
It's a 100% skill-based run of Mega Man 3.
Based is right.
Alright, see you guys in a bit.
Alright, bye.
Forgive me.